Pop culture reference. Sorry.
What's up, guys? How is everyone doing? Feels like it's been a long week. I know, I think it's just I've been really tired this week and the weather's been a little like over here, like cloudy and stuff, so it always makes me kind of tired. Maybe that's just me, but how are you guys doing? There's quite a bit to actually talk about today. A lot of like new to me anyways. You guys probably seen this, but I only do a deep dive on X and Instagram and stuff for topics like once or twice a week because I don't like spending too much time on social media. So some of this is very new to me. Um, but I'm doing well, thanks, Brandon. What's up, Devastasia? King says I'm actually really excited for the Ballerina movie. Me too. I'm in the middle of doing a John Wick marathon right now. Rewatching the movies. Hold on, let me turn my light down. Bugging me. I changed my StreamYards back to white screen because it just looks better than the dark screen, I guess. I don't know. So I'm still getting used to it again. Anyways, I'm in the middle of a John Wick marathon. I just finished 2, um, and let's see, it's been a while since obviously since I watched 2 or 3, so those are kinda like certain moments I forgot about. I haven't watched 3 yet, but 2, I'm like, "Wait, what happens here?" Then I'm like, "Oh, yeah, duh." 1 is iconic, and you watch it once, you remember everything that happens in it, but so 3 is next. I have some traveling coming up, so I will most likely be watching 4, like, on a plane or something. But, yeah, I'm excited for the Ballerina movie too. What's up, Hokies? Keith Howard, Shane, Brandon, Sean, Trey, how are you? Psychotic Mongoose, Venom Bite, Jose Taco, Tazrin, Smallville Man, Faithful Geek, Duppy, Mountain Mutt. Thanks, Trey. And Mongoose also over on Twitch. I was gonna see if Twitch was working. Usually does. Um, let's see. Thank you for dropping links over there, Herschels. Trey says 4 is great. I need to rewatch the first 3. Yeah, see, I like it's been so long. I'm trying to remember like when did John Wick 1 come out? It's definitely been a while for the first 2. That's right. I mean, like I remember 1, I've watched that one more than once, so but it's just the first John Wick just sticks with you because of the events in it. Like you're not forgetting, right? 2, I forgot a little bit of it. Um Yes, Ian, 2 is the one with Mute Ruby Rose, which I forgot she was in it. I was like, "Oh, yeah, forgot." What's up, Ian? Hi, Deranged Lunatic. I can't remember. I know I had to have watched 3, but I can't really remember it. 4, I didn't see 4 yet. I know, don't yell at me, guys. I know. But I get to experience it for the first time right before Ballerina, so I'm okay with it. Wolfman Ryan, hello. Picasso. Carl Anderson, I'm doing great tonight. Hope you're doing well. Marianne, Swift -1, Mike Noss, Mate, Venomite says 1 and the best. 3 is the best. 3 was 19. Wow. So 2019. So yeah, the first one was a while ago. I love it. So what I like about the John Wick stories is that there's like campiness in it, but it's really good. Like it's done very well. And they continue, the story from the first one. It's not like I'm gonna use Fast and the Furious as an example. The first 2 Fast and the Furious movies were great. I actually like Tokyo Drift too, but if we're just sticking to like the core group story, the first 2 were great, and then they've just gone off. The last one I watched was with that Never Ending Runway. I don't even know like how many there are now, like 9 or 10. But what I like about John Wick is that every story they tell is well done and they continue it. Like the first one ended and you think, okay, like we didn't expect a second one after that one, at least I didn't. They continue the first story, he gets his car and then we realize that it wasn't just about the car, he had to get the picture and the letter from his wife that was in there. So I think they do a good job putting all the stories together, and I'm glad they're continuing the universe because I feel like we need these movies because we get such crap lately. Last like 15 years probably. There's been so much just garbage that has come out in Hollywood. So I appreciate the John Wick storyline. And I hope Ballerina is well done. I think it will be. I like Anna de Armas. So we'll see. What's up, Star Wars Marvel purists? John Wick 3 expanded the universe too much. Number 2 is perfect lore building. The 4th grounded itself a little more. Okay, so I had to have seen 3, but I just don't really remember it. So I'll have to comment on that when I rewatch it, which will be soon because I just finished 2 actually right before the stream. Um, Mike, nah, some franchises need to end. Cough, cough, Marvel. Yeah. Well, the thing is with Marvel, they have so much they could work with, and they're sticking. I don't know. They're sticking with what they think people want. Like, do we really need new Avengers? No, we don't. We already had Avengers and it was great. Do a new story. There's just so much blueprints that they can work with in the comics. It drives me insane. But I get what you're saying, Mike, and I agree. They need to let let it rest for a little bit and then go bring some new stories. Like, you know, yeah, I agree. What's up, AP? Three is with the blind guy. Okay. Yeah, I have to read because with 2, there was so much that I forgot about, needed my memory refreshed. So 3 is gonna be the same. 4, I didn't watch yet. I'm excited to see that one. I heard good things about 4. Um, we have had a few good action films over the last few years. That's true, Mongoose. Like, Maverick was good. The Mission Impossible movie. I actually didn't see that one yet, but it's coming to streaming, so I'm gonna watch that. We have had a few good ones, but I don't know. I like same thing with A Quiet Place. Now, the last one that came out wasn't as good as the first 2, but I it wasn't awful, and I see what they're trying to do. It wasn't the same director, so that you could tell, but, I like that they're expanding the Quiet Place universe, That's an interesting idea. We'll see what happens with it, when other directors get their hands on it and it's not just John Krasinski. The last one was okay, but it was weaker out of the 2 that John Krasinski did. But if there's good bones there, let's get more stories. I'd rather that than another Disney live action or another lame Marvel movie. The newer Bad Boys are good. Yeah, I still have to watch that, Trey. I started it. The one where Mike gets married, right? That was the last one. Uh, Mike says Marvel and DC should ignore everything from the last 10 to 20 years in the comics. They have decades of material to work with. They do. That's what's so crazy about when they they change these stories to, to be more modern, right? To stick with the modern social stuff that's going on, the politics and everything. And that's not going to have longevity. 20 years from now, they're not, it's not going to have rewatchability. That's what I meant. Like they're not going to be classics because it's going to remind people of how crappy things were at this time, or, people that weren't alive at this time. It's not going to hit with them because, you know, it wasn't, that's not how things are for them now. So it's much better for Hollywood needs to go back to just making timeless movies and stay away from modern politics. And I get if you have to like throw something in there a little bit, sure. But the way things go now, like boys will take that as a big example that they're basically making Homelander Trump, and it's like, come on now. You had something good that you were working with there. Season 1 was real. I really enjoyed season 1 of The Boys, and then they just slowly just boop. So yeah. Anyways, what's up, Eric, JB, Reese, Sonic, Jaded? Uh, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Sorry. I went on a little rant there. Captain Nova, hello. Yeah, Hokies is right. They don't, which is really sad because Disney used to, that name meant something. If it was a Disney movie, people were like, oh, yeah, it's going to be good. What's up, Jonathan, Stevie, Dr. Butcher? Yeah, good thing you stopped watching The Boys after season 2, Trey. Was not good. I watched season 2, and I think what is it now on, like, 4? I watched all of season 2 and I was like, "Oh, I see where they're going with this." Like, I just, like, stuck through it to finish it just because, and then I watched the first episode of season 3 and I was like, not the garbage, I'm done. I'm done." It was Trey, you're right. What's up, Anani Moose? You're right. But speaking of decent, who do I wanna start with? We'll start with this. Mate, thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. We're almost at 1 year. My only goal in life is for Wicked to consider me a gentleman and a scholar. Of course, always, mate. I don't think it played. Can you guys hear it? I don't I don't know if it plays through StreamYards, but if you guys heard that, cool. I don't think you did though. It's not the same as OBS, but thank you so much, mate. Almost a year. Wow. Yeah, it didn't play. Well, you guys can hear it. I just need to do that, and then you guys, you know what happens. It's on my stream deck, which is connected to OBS. So I didn't think it worked for. I hear it through my headphones, but yeah, you mate got the gesture. We're good. So this is kind of interesting. So I like listen. Um, Tom Cruise is a good action star, a good movie star. I don't agree with his, like, whole Scientology thing and all that, at all, but he puts out good films. Tom Cruise says he plans to make a movie with Michael B. Jordan. I'm a huge fan of Michael B. Jordan. That film, Sinners, is amazing. We're going to make a movie together. I think, that it might, you know, be a good idea. I like Michael B. Jordan. I wanna see Sinners. It's coming out, I think, June 3rd. I just read it's gonna be on streaming. I didn't get a chance to go to theaters to see it, and I'm bummed about that because I heard it was really good, but, I think I'll be fine. At least I'm watching for free on streaming. So I think these 2 working together might be interesting. I liked, the Creed movies. I didn't like him as Killmonger, but that's not really his fault. He took a I mean, these people, when they take superhero roles, like Marvel roles, you think like, "Yes, like I made it. I'm in a Marvel movie or I'm in a Disney movie," right? And then, you know, oops. But, oh yeah, Trey, yeah, I get that. The only reason I give that movie a pass is because it took place, like, in the 1920s in Mississippi. So, at least they're sticking to the time, and it's not like they're doing that now, you know? But I understand what you mean. Um But these 2 working together, I could see it, being something interesting. I'm kinda excited for that. Yeah, I agree with that, Shane. He was fine as Killmonger, but the movie was like, I could that's yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what they've got going on with that. There's a couple let's see thing what I wanna pull up first. Couple little things, hold on, let me hear that. I wanna see if this is oh, I don't know if I can play this. I can play a little bit of it. So we'll briefly cover this. You guys might be epic universed out because I feel like I mean, yeah, I myself posted a bunch of it. It's just like all over the place right now. Um, what's up, Janky Kong? But I thought this was cool. I can't play the end because they start playing it. That might be John Williams, and like the stream might just like disappear if I try to play this. But this was pretty cool. The next time I go to Epic Universe will probably be like fall. I want to see what they do with Dark Universe for Halloween, if they're gonna change it at all. I think that'd be it's gonna be cool. So, Steven Spielberg delivers a passage to officially open Universal's new theme park, Epic Universe. So let's listen to it. Got the sound shared. Okay.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce my good friend and our creative consultant, Steven Spielberg.
Mark, thank you. In each of us lies the desire to explore new worlds in search of adventure, joy, discovery, and even to face our fears. Through amazing stories and unforgettable characters, we are introduced to these incredible worlds we only dare imagine, and in the process, we discover the hero in ourselves. Universal Epic Universe has brought those worlds to life. All the sights, sounds, and feelings you've come to love in a way that can only be described as epic.
I gotta be careful with the music. Okay, we'll look at the prettiness, but just in case, we'll turn the music off. He doesn't say anything else. I'm sure the grand opening was amazing, probably extremely packed. Um, but I'm sure it was great. It's gonna be nice to go back and I'm thinking like fall. Um, what's up, deranged lunatic? Thank you for the 199. Oh, and let me stop sharing this 1 second. Okay. Uh, are you gonna play Expedition 33? I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at it. I haven't seen any gameplay of it yet, but possibly. I actually don't even know what it's about. So the thing is, like, covering so many when, like, new games are coming out and we're talking about them, I totally just, like, space and forget sometimes unless it's something that really sticks with me and I'm super excited to play it. But I'll have to watch a little bit of gameplay and see. Watching Park Hop and Stream, it wasn't super busy today. Oh, nice. They probably, only did, like, a certain amount of tickets, which I wish they would have kept it that way. I got pretty lucky when I went. I think mine might have been the last week that it was actually only, universal pass holders, because there was this argument that people were having, I seen, like, in some comment sections and stuff, that they never had just universal pass holders, but they did, because I have a universal annual pass, and I got an email from them that they were doing preview dates. And I had to go into a virtual queue for, like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. It actually wasn't too bad. Got my ticket right away. And then I decided to go through the regular Universal app just to see if there were more tickets available, because I was gonna tell people like, "Hey, I'm going on this day," maybe someone that didn't have a pass. Um, and there was nothing. There was no dates available. And then I went through that link again later in the day that was sent to me through, like, the pass holder thing, and there was more tickets available. So they did briefly have only previews for pass holders, which I think they should have stuck with that, because there were some people complaining, like, once they opened the tickets up to general public, that it was just too packed, but also not even just that, but it was, the preview dates, like, some things were down, so not everything was available. They were doing testing, like, when I was there, they evacuated Nintendo Land right after, and I'm glad this didn't happen while I was about to get on the ride, because I waited an hour to get on the, minecart ride, the Donkey Kong ride, which was amazing. It was so much fun, so good. Right after I got off the ride, they're like, "Oh, we're evacuating," and I'm like, "What?" People are like, "Is there, like, a fire or something?" I'm like, "What's going on?" So, yeah, they test evacuations, and apparently they were also doing that on rides. So there was some people waiting, hour, 2 hours to get on a ride, and then they test the evacuation. So it didn't go over well with some people. They did put signs up, like, warning people that that's what it is, that this was kind of, it was a test run. So that's why I think that they may have made a bit of a mistake letting people come with, like, general tickets, because people could have came from out of town to go. So keeping it local, like, for Florida people, not as bad. But I had a great time. It was busy, but not that busy. I went on the Monsters Unleashed ride twice, walked right on it, and that's a great ride. If you go to Epic, you need to. It's worth the wait too. If you could do single rider, which is what I did, and that's why I walked right on. Um, Monsters Unleashed ride is my favorite ride there, and then second is the minecart one. What's up, Sherry? Oh, okay, Sonic. I'll have to look. Deranged Lunatic, thank you for the 199 again. X-Ray Girl, Kara, and Tugs have been playing it and love it. Okay, I'll have to check out, I'll look on their pages then, see how the gameplay is. What's up, Mark, Jari, Powerkeg, Greg? So, yeah, it looks like, the opening day for Universal was great. I haven't seen anything. That's, like, the only thing I looked at there was, like, I seen Steven Spielberg did a message. I thought that was really cool. But other than that, I haven't watched any, like, streams or seen any posts. I also haven't really been online today, besides to just, like, hop on and, get my stuff up for this stream. But I plan on going back in fall. It's gonna be insane. So hot and packed. So but I do think that they're actually gonna kind of limit tickets so that it's not too packed so people can enjoy, but I don't know, I think this was actually yesterday, and it was like an Epic Universe updates page where they waited hours to go on the, Harry Potter ride there, and it, like, broke down or they evacuated, and they were, like, really mad, so I don't know. I don't know if I wanna deal with with that yet. I'll wait until it cools off at least. Cause my thing is with okay, Epic Universe, the first time you go there, you're probably gonna wanna spend hours and hours and hours, like, maybe in each world, depends on which one you like the most. I'm not a Harry Potter person, so I'm not gonna spend hours, in the Ministry of Magic. It's very beautiful there, though, so if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll love it. I went through and just did a recording for you guys. The, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, beautiful. I would spend a bit more time there. There's food there that I wanna try eventually. Um, but my favorite, hands down, is Dark Universe because you walk in there and you feel like you walked into a classic Universal horror picture. It's just the vibe is so great. It I can't really explain it. You guys seen it. I know I did, like, videos and, I'm sure it's even better now. They probably have even more stuff that was not there when I went because it was still a preview, but I can't wait to go back. I could go there and just spend a couple hours in Dark Universe and then go. So, you could if you were coming here and planning, like, a trip and you wanna do a couple theme parks, I really think, depending on the day you go and how busy it is, you could probably do 2 parks. Like, if you wanted to go to Universal and then maybe take a bus over to Epic and do a few hours at Epic, I think you could do that. Um, I was at about 5 hours in, I pretty much did everything, but I'm like, "Okay," and this was also me recording too, so I did what I wanted to do, I recorded, um, a lot. My camera act my, this my little, vlog camera here actually ended up dying, and it's never died on me, and it, like, overheated a little bit too. It was hot, Florida. So, I stayed though because I wanna see it at night. So, my suggestion personally, if you're coming all the way to Florida and you wanna do the parks, go maybe in the day to Universal, if that's what you wanna do, and then take the bus over to Epic so that you're there, for the nighttime, because it's you gotta see Epic at nighttime, it is gorgeous, like, it sucked because they closed at 9 when I was there, and it didn't get dark until, like, 8, so I only had an hour. So another suggestion, come, when it gets dark earlier, like, later, you know, wintertime, also not as hot, so a very good time to come. That would be my suggestion. Even, I seen Tugs for a little bit, and she went to Epic, and she said the same thing, that you could do 2 parks if you really wanted to because they were done by, like, 4. But I think she probably stayed to see it at night, I don't know, I forgot to ask. Epic is not connected to Universal. Oh, no, the parks, it's like, I wanna say probably like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, depending on traffic from each other. But you could just take a bus for free, depending on if you're staying. So there's a lot of hotels to stay at. I always recommend a Universal hotel for people coming out of town because they have pretty good deals and you're staying at a resort for like the same price that you'd pay for like a Holiday Inn, and it's a lot nicer. You have free transportation to the parks, early park admission, lots of perks. Um, so if I'm sorry, Trey. He's like, "Man, the Kelly Universal is lame." I'm sorry, Trey. Uh, so yeah, I would say, if you're trying to, especially because trips get expensive. So if you're trying to like condense your trip and like get a few parks in, and I think you could, like, if you want, you're gonna be tired, but you could do Universal in the morning, and then I would suggest Epic later because you want to see it at night. You could do the other way around if you want, but Epic at night is just, it's so gorgeous. I want to stay, um oh my gosh, what is the name of the Epic Universe Hotel? I'm totally spacing right now. I stayed at the Helios. That's what it is. Uh I was typing it in and then I remembered. I want to stay there so bad. Right now, Um, the prices are crazy for it, but I'm hoping that once January comes and it's been open for a little bit and that's kind of off season, that the price goes down. because I think I'd like to go for, like, my birthday, like, just spend one night there in the park, like, I can just imagine how beautiful it looks at night, just looking out your hotel window and seeing that park. Oh, that's gonna be my birthday gift to myself, probably. It depends if the prices go down. Um, let's see, sorry, I'm catching up. I didn't go to the park with her. She went, I seen her, a couple days after she went to the park, but we talked about it a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, my suggestion absolutely, like, cause for me, if I wanna go to Epic, I will probably park at Universal and then take a bus to Epic just because I mean, we'll see what happens, like, when Epic does annual passes and everything, but it, when you have an annual pass, like, I have the annual like, the Florida annual pass, like, where you can pay monthly for it because I'm not dropping 1K, something like that. So I pay I pay monthly for my Universal pass, which is worth it. I try to go as much as I possibly can, favorite park. But the perk that comes with it is like, free parking, like, valet parking all day unless there's, like, some sort of event coming on once in a while, like, you can't do it. But I would just park at Universal and then take the free shuttle bus to Epic, so I don't gotta pay for parking at Epic. That's just me, though. Not the Princess Castle, there you can see, uh, Disney at night. Oh, you mean Cinderella's castle? That's probably really expensive. That would be super fun to do one day, but I definitely will pick the Helios first because, ugh, it just looks so nice. I didn't go inside, so when I went, I was there for 10 hours. So I hope you guys like the footage I got. I know some of it's not perfect, but it was just I was basically like, I gotta use what I can because by the end of the day, like, my phone was overheating a bit and my camera. It's a great camera, but 95-degree Florida weather, you can't really help it. Um, so 10 hours. By the time I got to, the Ministry of Magic and the Isle of Berk, I was pretty tired and, like, worn out, so those videos weren't as long as the Nintendo Land one, or Nintendo World and Dark Universe, but those were the 2 that I was really excited for. I do I like the Nintendo World, it's great, but it's like you walk in and it's just like, boom, like you're just knocked in the face with so much, and it's great. Kids are gonna go nuts for Nintendo World, and I loved it. I'm more of a Donkey Kong person though, so I hope they expand the Donkey Kong area. And Donkey Kong wasn't there when I was there. I wanted to meet him, but I got to meet Princess Peach. If, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted like I don't know, like 10 pictures from my like Epic Universe day, and one of them was with Peach. One thing I was not expecting was that they talk. The line was kind of long for Luigi and Mario, so I didn't go meet them, but I seen them. Cool. They looked really cool. But Peach, she was like, "You look so cute." And I was like, "You talk?" Because I'm used to like you go to Disney and stuff and they don't talk. So so I was like, "Thanks." Like, what? Was not ready for that. But it's a good time. Epic Universe is nice, but my favorite park is still Islands of Adventure at Universal. It's still that's still top for me. I love that park. I could spend all day just sitting there people watching and going on the Spider-Man ride because I like the Spider-Man ride. That's still my favorite ride at Universal. All right, that's enough of that. Speaking of Universal, I've been just like rewatching this scene a bunch. Um the T-Rex raft scene in Jurassic World Rebirth. What are your guys' opinions on this? I think that Jurassic World Rebirth actually looks kind of good. I didn't watch the last one because the trailer felt like they were member burying us, like nostalgia bait with the characters from the first Jurassic Park movie. So I don't know, it just didn't grab me. I liked the first Jurassic World. Um, that one was good, but I didn't I should probably watch the last one that came out, but I don't know. This scene looks really freaking good though. And if they keep this up with the movie, like with the effects and everything, I would watch the trailer, but unfortunately, you can't really watch trailers unless weirdly, Disney doesn't get you. but some do. Warner Brothers definitely gets you. That's why nobody can really watch the Superman trailer. But yeah, I heard Dominion was bad. Looks decent, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic about this one because I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. So I would love to get another movie that's well done, but we'll see. I think this scene is pretty cool. And while we're on the topic of Jurassic Park, did you guys see the freaking popcorn bucket? I think I'm gonna get it. Like, it doesn't even look like a popcorn bucket, but I'm all here for it. I'm not gonna do sound because I think it's the Jurassic Park theme, so we'll just look at it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna like that. This looks so cool, and it has a drink holder in it. Prehistoric popcorn container. Oh, this was like a whole thing that Regal posted. This looks like cool. I don't know. I thought this is very intricate for a popcorn bucket. I think it's cool that there's a little drink container. I'm probably gonna get this. I'm not a big popcorn bucket person. The last one I got was the one from the Ghostbusters movie, which was cool. But I think this looks cool, especially when they record it like that with the 90s looking cam. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Here, I'll pause it once it gets to a cooler scene. It does look like an alien. Hold on. No, that's covering it. I'm gonna pause it. It's gonna go right back to the there we go. Just pause it there. That's the that's not for people who want to actually eat popcorn. Yeah, I would not pour popcorn in it. I didn't for my Ghostbuster one. But you have to buy popcorn to get it and whatever. But yeah, I like this. I think I might actually get it. It's probably gonna sell out pretty fast. But that's interesting. Remember I don't even wanna look it up, and I don't even wanna talk about Snow White, but I'm just gonna use that as an example that their popcorn buckets were so bland and boring. Uh, Sonic Jada said, "I feel like the movies were cool as a kid during the first 3 movies, but after desiring horror dinosaur movies, I really want bloodshed in dino movies because dinos were truly horrific monsters." I mean, I see your point with that. I loved them as a kid. Uh, me and my cousin had this thing, like, where if we had, like, a cup of water and, like, someone walked by and, like, did that thing where you could see the water, like, rippling, we're like, "Oh, it's a T-Rex." Um, so the first ones were definitely they're good introductions to horror for kids, just like Jaws. I mean, I don't know about Jaws, maybe. I mean, is it Jaws for kids will make you terrified to go into the pool. It did for me. Like, at the deep end of the pool, I was like, "This is it. I'm done. Like, Jaws is gonna get me." But that's just irrational kid thoughts. But I see your point, making it they could make it a bit more adult now, but I think that they are most likely trying to keep it a bit more on the family friendly side. But I do think that, like, the first Jurassic Park movie is really Oh, yeah, that's right, Shaman, there is a nude scene in Jaws, you're right. So, you're right. Jaws, let's scratch that. Jurassic Park is a decent, introduction to horror for kids, depending on the age. I would say pushing, like, 10. Really young, probably not. But I don't know. It's maybe different for, like, boys and girls. I know my, nephew was obsessed with the Jurassic Park movies, and I took him to see Jurassic World, and he was like he could not stop talking about the end fight. Like, I dropped him off at his parents, and he was just going off. He was young at the time, though. Um He's not really into them anymore. Jaws made you scared of mayors. What's up, Spider Unlimited? Soul Assassin. Ken. Miss anyone? John. Sorry if I missed anybody, but hello, everybody. Uh, so I think this is a really cool popcorn bucket. I'll probably try to get my hands on it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I'm not really a popcorn bucket person, but I have Pumbaa. I had to get the Pumbaa one. 'Cause I love the Lion King movie, and, Ghostbusters, I think that's it. I think those are the only 2 popcorn buckets that I have. Gremlin movies are good horror movies for kids. Yeah. Definitely not not too much. So, when I was, I think I was, 5, and my aunt who she was not blood aunt, she, married my, uncle. So, I feel like I have to clarify that sometimes because my mom was super mad about this, but she made us watch the first 3 Child's Play movies, and I was terrified. My brother had a My Buddy doll, and I was like, "Yeah, no, this is not mm-mm." And my cousin, her son, was terrified of porcelain. I had a couple porcelain dolls, and he was terrified of them because she made him watch The Puppet Master, and I was like, I didn't watch that as a kid. But yeah, oh my gosh, my mom was so mad that she did that. I was, very afraid of redheaded dolls because of that. Uh, okay, what's this? Oh, yeah, speaking of Jaws, actually, I forgot that I had this up, so we might as well take a look at it. This is cool. I can't wait. I gotta get to Universal soon. I gotta get the Megatron plushie since I didn't buy it last time I was there, and I wanna see all the Jaws stuff. What's up, Spirian? Uh My father rented me the first 3 Alien movies in Predator 1 and 2 when I was 9. That seems okay. 9, you're pushing the double digits, it's not too bad. We're dropping the Megatron. Um, I feel like I got off easy because my dad thought it would be funny, apparently, I wasn't born yet, but I've heard the story. He thought it would be really funny to make my brother look he was watching Nightmare on Elm Street in the scene where Johnny Depp gets sucked into the bed, he's like, "Ha, look!" And my brother, probably didn't wanna sleep in a bed for, 5 years, I don't know. Awful. Oh my I haven't seen Predator 2. Are you s He's like, "Wait, are you sure that was good for me to watch?" Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Sorry, I'm laughing because it's crazy, not because you turned out fine, JB, it's okay. Um, so this I need this cup. I need this cup. I hope this cup is available. This
Get out
is
fast. Watch out for Bruce.
I guess this is a bar at Universal. Now this drink seems like it's gonna be extremely sweet. I'll get it. Why not? But this cup, I'm obsessed with it.
He's loose. He's coming after you. Don't let him get you. He's coming to get your toes. No.
And I hope I get this bartender. I want this energy when my drink's being served to me.
Get out fast. Watch out for Bruce. He's loose. He's coming after you. Don't.
There's a couple Roosevelt. I don't know if you guys know that company. They do a lot of collaborations with, different companies, Universal, Disney, and everything. They have a Jaws hat that I want to get and a shirt that looks really cool. And it's all for the 50th anniversary. So I'm definitely I don't know if I want to wait. I think they have they have stuff out now, but I'm wondering if August, when that's the actual 50th anniversary, if more cool stuff is going to be out. I'll let you guys know. I know, so I'm saying, JB, it looks super sweet, but I would try it, and you probably get to keep the souvenir cup. That was like with the Donkey Kong drink. You know something there? I have to bring something up actually. I seen hold on, I gotta look up Craig because I think Craig is the one that reposted it. Give me a second. This guy here we go. I think he's a game journalist or something, right? Isn't he the guy that yeah, he does a game awards or something. So this guy, what is this? Geoff Keighley, Knightley, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce this. He says running up the tab in Super Nintendo World. Total due $3,000. I guess if you're getting a bunch of merch, but oh, it does say two. Never mind. Okay, it says $37.98. At first, I'm like, why is it $37? Because mine, I get a discount with my Universal Pass, but I spent $16 is a lot, but they give you a lot for this. They give you a lot, and I did obviously keep the mug. This was, one of the first things I knew I was getting when I went to Epic. So I guess 2. Did they raise the price, though? Hold on, I'm curious. $3,000? I have to go there was a couple of things that I wish I would have gotten when, Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. 18.50 each. I spent 16 because I get like it's like 15% discount or something. But like Craig, you can afford to do this when your award show charges 250,000 for a 60-second commercial. Good for him. Okay, I'm glad I re-looked at that because I can talk. I briefly looked at it this morning and I was like, $37 for that? How much did they raise it for opening? They didn't. It's the same price. All right, moving on. But yeah, I did. Well, you guys seen if you're following my second channel that I did get that. It was really good. Like, talk about sweet, but it was delicious. Yeah, I heard he's not a good guy. I don't keep up with that stuff. Did Universal Orlando ever have the Jaws ride? They did. I didn't get to go on it because it's been gone for years. My first time at Universal was like 3 years ago, or maybe 4 now. So I didn't get to experience it or the Back to the Future ride, unfortunately. Mug. I'll take 2, I just want the some mug, yeah, the mug is nice, and the way they had it too, it also came with a spoon, like a Donkey Kong spoon, so they put it in a plastic cup so that the mug didn't get all sticky and stuff, so I appreciated that because I put it in my purse. Americas. Hi, Americas. Uh, I got on that the first time I went, and Back to the Future. Jaws was awesome. I can't believe they got rid of it. I think E.T. is the only, which I've been on that only once. I should probably get on it again, and maybe they might get rid of that one too. I think that's the last like original ride left from, when Universal first opened. I bet you in the 90s Universal was like, ugh. I mean, it's great now. I love Universal. Islands of Adventure. I don't think any park is gonna top that part of Universal for me. It's just so beautiful. I love it. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe if I give Epic Universe a second run through, Dark Universe might top that, but I don't know. I gotta spend a bit more time in Isle of Berk. Like I'm not a fan of the How to Train Your Dragon movies, but I've only seen the first one, so I gotta watch the second one. I'm not excited for the live action. So yeah, but it was a beautiful area, very beautiful. Okie said I never watched any of them. They still have the Mummy ride, Soul Assassin. It is pretty fun. Don't let Raider hear that. I know Raider's gonna puke out of nowhere. I don't dislike it though. It's an adorable movie. But like I said, Isle of Berk, I gotta give that another chance. The Ministry of Magic, I want to try the butterbeer crepes. I was gonna try them when I was there, but I had too much that I was already trying, and I'm like, I didn't even know where they were. The Ministry of Magic was packed, which is how it is for all the Harry Potter areas. Same thing as with Wizarding World over at Universal. But all right, we've digressed. We got the Epic Universe talk out. Real quick, actually, I should have started with this. Rest in peace to George Wendt. Nam. That's how you got to say it. Nam. um, super sad. He was I think I've gone past him a couple of times at conventions because he used to do at Nickel City Con. He actually did a special thing with oh, who was it with? Was it with Cliff? I don't know. It might have been. I can't remember. This was a few years ago, but he did a cool thing where he drank beer with the fans. Like you could go have a beer with him. It was like just like a small little like after event after the con, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, rest in peace. He was 76. So, yeah, that's sad. Yeah, someone protect Frasier at all costs. What did you think of the Frasier reboot Americas? I don't remember if I asked you about that. I didn't watch it. No Niles, no Watchy for me. I loved Niles. Justin Martin, thank you for the 5. Hey, Wicked, if 3 people are a threesome, 2 people are a twosome, does that make you a handsome? What? I don't know why that made me giggle so much. Thanks for the dad joke, Justin. You haven't seen it yet, Americus? First season was fine. Oh, really, Hokies? I didn't know that. That's really cool. What's up, Gregory? I loved him on Cheers as well. I only lasted 2 episodes of the Frasier reboot. Oh, really? Did they have 2 seasons? I don't know, it's just weird because weren't they missing, like, all of the other characters? Like, I think I don't know. Lilith might have made an appearance. Was Roz even on it? I don't know, without Niles, like, come on. He was my favorite. The Valentine's Day episode of the like, original Frasier series is something that I'll never forget. Like, just I remember me and my mom just cracking up watching it. Like, Niles has, like, a little wrinkle in his pants, he's gotta fix it. He's sitting there he's, like, about to have a date, and he sees a little, like, string, like, a thread, so he's like, he's gotta go cut it, and then he accidentally cuts his finger, and he can't see blood, so he just, like every time he looks at his finger, he just passes out. Yeah, exactly, Americus. Without Niles or Martin to bounce off Frasier, it won't work, exactly. Hi, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. They replaced Niles with Niles' son, and it was so cringe. Did he try to act just like David Hyde Pierce? I bet you he did, and it did not. Steven, why? Shh. I didn't want to know that. What's up, Clyde? Yeah, I didn't even. I tried watching. Now this is silly, but I think they're both Paramount, so that's why it popped into my head. The iCarly reboot. Some reboots it just doesn't work. Same thing with Fuller House. The kids did not have the same. They weren't. I don't want to say they were bad actors, because I think some of them have gone on to do, some work, but some work. But the Full House actors, the kids, the chemistry was just great. Not with the Fuller House. Like, they just annoyed me. And Full House was the kids that really kinda, like, brought you in. Like, I know it's a family aspect, but the kids kept it they were funny. They could actually act. And this one, it fell very short. Like, it's like you could tell they were acting like they were theater kids or something. You know what I mean? Something like that kind of vibe. Yeah. Now America's like, "No, I'm not watching it." What's up, Rose? He did try to act like him, of course. I love that scene, all physical comedy from David Hyde Pierce. Exactly. Without him, I think there was a lot of people that were like, "Listen, this Frasier reboot without Niles is not gonna work." Speaking of, well, I don't know if it's a reboot. Well, it wasn't really a reboot, actually. It'd be more of a revival, right? Because it's the same story, same universe. Uh, I don't know, reboot, revival, tomato, tomato, whatever. A Rambo origin story movie is in the works. Jelmari Helander Sisu is set to direct. Who is that? Who are you? Let's do this. What has this person done? A Finnish film director and screenwriter. What has he done? Isn't that called First Blood? Okay, let's see what this guy's done. Oh, is he working on Ballerina? Oh, Sisu was the movie. Is he working on Hold on, let's see. What is he? Upcoming Sisu 2, John Rambo. So that must be that one. Fairy Tale in New York. I don't know any of these. Why is this here? Oh, this must just be more to explore. Okay. I don't know who this guy is. I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not sure we need Rambo's backstory. Isn't that the first film? It just said, isn't that First Blood? Yeah. I don't know. Rare Exports is good. I don't know none of this. Is this all foreign stuff? I mean, the names kind of make it seem that way. Some of them. I don't know. What's up, Matt? After Rambo 5, Seamus after Rambo 5, which was not as good as 4. I don't think we need another Rambo. If it's gonna be someone else too, obviously, if they're trying to do like a prequel. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. At this point, reboot/revival/sequel are all interchangeable words to me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I feel the same way. Because some people get like kind of bent out of shape about that. Like they're like, stop calling it a reboot. It's a revival. And I'm like, don't stop telling me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want. Like I don't it's not that big of a deal. You're not my real dad. Um but no, people they get funny, man. The internet's a funny place. I've learned to laugh a lot at certain things. Mostly finished films probably better than unfinished. Janky Kong. I see what you did there. Sisu, am I saying that right? Sisu? Is it Sisu? Sisu? Probably doesn't matter. But that's a good movie. All right. Sorry, Americus. Okay, what was this? Hold on. I got this link. We'll just pop this up because we did already talk a bit about Buffy last week and then also on Saucy. It was so funny when we were talking about what like our topics last week. Extra girls like we're talking about Buffy, right? And I was like, obviously. So Sarah Michelle Gellar recalls the moment that had her realize Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a big freaking deal. Okay, Gala, we're gonna go. Funny enough, the slasher flick is also. Oh yeah, duh. I know what you did last summer. Who cares? So let's see. I'm trying to see. Like, I don't want to read all of this. So she saw how the public embraced Buffy the Vampire Slayer while filming another beloved horror movie, namely was Wes Craven's Scream 2, which she signed on to without even seeing the script. In the same interview, Sarah Michelle Gellar went on to share. Then I went to Atlanta to do Scream, and I was with Nev Campbell and Courtney Cox and everyone, and people kept recognizing me. Little did she know that was being recognized for playing Buffy Summers for the rest of her career. The series was a bit of a dark horse thanks to its ambitious story, emphasis on action and visual effects, and placement in still unknown network. But in the end, it would have a long run on TV, and Sarah Michelle Gellar earned a Golden Globe nomination for her work on the heartbreaking season 5 episode The Body. Oh my gosh. That episode. She only got a nomination for that. Mm. So I thought this was going to be a longer article. Well, that's still interesting. So while she was filming Scream, was it 2? She was in, yeah, Scream 2. She's like, why are people noticing me? Yeah. Man, Buffy was so good. I want them to just leave it alone. It's not. They're not gonna capture it. Not at all. I know what they're gonna do with it. She's gonna be like, Watcher. They have that 15-year-old girl coming on as like the new Slayer, and it's just I just wish if they wanted to make like a new story set. I mean, I guess it's kind of maybe what they're doing, a new story set in the Buffy universe, but they're banking on people like me watching and enjoying it. Um, and I don't think it's gonna be there. They've got females writing and directing it. Like, I'm sorry, not to be a traitor to my gender, but I think men write female characters better, especially if they're gonna go this route, like, a Buffy type where yeah, exactly, so assassin politics and modern issues. It was done right before. And no Buffy without Joss, exactly. Exactly. Haven't gotten to the body yet. I did start season 5 though. Oh, finally. You got to meet Glory and you didn't even know you were in the presence of one of the best villains in the Buffy universe. Sorry, JB. Hey, I've been called worse. I've been called sexist by females and I'm like, "Well, I'm just going to go bake pies and do the dishes now. Bye." Spike will be a Trump supporter. I hope so. I hope so. That'd be so funny. Oh man. That will get a good giggle out of me, even though that's not what they mean. That's not what they would want from it. We'll see. I'm gonna watch it for you guys, okay? Oh yeah, and sandwiches. I know you were JB. I know. But I know. But that's just how the internet is. Yeah, the Buffy comics I didn't finish them yet. I do have all of them now. There was parts where it got kind of weird, but I thought they did a decent job continuing it. But let's see. We'll see what happens. So back to the topics that I have in the title. I thought this would be kind of cool. I'm not going to play sound, but who here? Oh, wait, hold on. Let's not jump off the Buffy topic yet. 1 second. Hi, Vegas, Matt. Is it going to be Netflix or Hulu? It's going to be Hulu, Hokies. Disney. Enough said. Give me some spaghetti if you're going to the kitchen. Got you. That's actually what I had for dinner today. Buffy comics, in my opinion, were not that good. The first 2 volumes I thought were fine, but then they started getting weird, and that's when I stopped reading them. Like, I want to finish them. Shout out to Wiley for sending me all of them. I was getting them as they came out because I knew a comic book store owner, and he would just give me it for the price. Like, I didn't have to pay extra. And he would order them for me. And, I was trying to keep up with them. And I even had a few of the Angel ones at one point that they ended up getting ruined. But then, like I just said, Wiley sent me them again. So I have them, but I was hesitant even back then to continue because the story started getting weird. I think they make Buffy, like, buy in it too, so it's like, of course they did. Yeah, no, Duppy, sorry, I didn't get this before we went from the Rambo talk. His backstory is Vietnam. Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe it'll just be like a fun action flick. We'll see. Mate for 10, thank you so much. Trouble is too many Buffy fans are politically charged. So they're going to fill it with woke stuff, and they're gonna try to undo all the problematic parts of the show. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And I'm gonna have a problem with that. But you're so right. There's a lot of lefties that are big. I mean, Buffy just has a big fan base in general, but you're completely right on that. They did, the girl boss, for lack of a better term, they did that properly back in the 90s. Like I said, it was because it was a guy writing and directing, just saying. Of course, they had some female writers on there too, yes, but now it's mainly like the directors. Is it 2 directors that are female? Some or director, producer, right? Like the people that they're talking about are just female, and I'm very worried what they're gonna do. But for me, I can just make it after season 7. That's when it ends. What are you trying to say, JB? I'm just kidding. You're right though. I've seen some weird stuff. Mahler's the ultimate Buffy stan. Nah, does he have a Buffy tattoo? I don't think so. I've heard that he's a big fan. I was going to make videos for Buffy going episode by episode like I do X-Files, but the Buffy fans are too crazy. Oh, I bet. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any crap yet. I'll have to look, actually. I haven't looked at the comments on my Buffy videos yet, but surprisingly, no. Ian. No, I've heard that Mahler is a big Buffy fan. Yeah, I don't blame him. The first 2 volumes were all right, but then like they started making things weird. There's one uh there's one storyline in it where Dawn, like, I don't know if it's that she like gets intimate with somebody. I forgot. It's been a while, but it's something like that, and then like she gets a curse put on her and she becomes a giant. Freaking weird. Yeah, America, she will. But all right. That's not a bad idea, Hokies. I have the DVDs because I refuse to get the digital version. And when they do finally release Blu-rays, because they completely ruin the cinematography on it. They, how they dust vampires. They did that because it was on a teen network, right? So they didn't want it to be like having to get rid of the bodies and stuff. I think that they had that problem with the movie. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, she just kills these vampires and there's bodies there. So they did the dusting them, which looked so cool. It was ahead of its time. And when they put it in HD, they made it like smoke. Certain scenes, like if she's having a dream or they're showing like that it's not, it's just like a different like a time jump or going back, whatever, stuff like that. They changed the coloring that they did. Like, you knew when Buffy was in a dream because of the coloring that they did with it, and they changed that. They made like the screen zooms in too much, so it kind of takes away from the whole shot. Like, it's the man, I forgot his name, that did a lot of the work on Buffy. He's passed now. But he said, like, they ruined my artwork, like, they ruined my creation. So I refuse to ever get the digital, or when the Blu-ray comes out. I have the collection. I have the one right here. Season 2 is my favorite season. I love the cover. I want to get a big poster of that one. I actually have season 1, 2, and 3, like, doubles of that, because someone gave it to me, and I was like, I will take the doubles. But I have, the whole series on DVD. Yeah, I never cared much for that Buffy show. You are lying, Mountain Mud. I thought this was going to be a Buffy quote. I know it's funny. Mountain Mud is kidding, by the way, guys. Every super chat, if you're not a Buffy fan and you see his super chats and they're weird, it's because it's usually a Buffy line. But isn't it? I think the internet's a funny place. Like, if they don't like something and they get like mad at you for liking it, or like vice versa, it's so odd. I get that sometimes, because like not everyone's fans of like, and like Blabs gets it. I don't come at her. I'm not a Harry Potter person, but it's totally fine that she's a Harry Potter person. Still love her. But people that like don't like Buffy get really weird. And I'm like, okay, it's subjectivity. I don't know what to say. Barbara, go watch what you like. I don't know. Season 3 was pretty good. 2 is my favorite. It's I hate saying that it's peak season in, the whole Buffy series, but it is for me. It's just it's perfect. It's the perfect season. There's just so much that goes on in that season. It's so good. But it's still like, people that haven't watched it, I'll say that, and they're like, "Well, should I stop after 2?" I'm like, no. The whole story's good. Watch all of it. But season 2 is just chef's kiss. And an unpopular opinion, I don't mind season 4. There's parts of it that are kind of weird, but I did like the idea of them trying to do the initiative. Like, if the government got their hands on like these demon creatures and stuff, like, what would they do? It was interesting. And season 3 was great because we got Faith, Elijah Dushku. Season 4 was strange, but the Hush episode was really freaking good. They got nominated for something for that. Who the hell are these people? Season 4 had too many magic episodes. Yeah, I could see that. I think for me, 6 is when I started getting, because that's when they changed from WB to, at the time it was UPN. And I mean, 5 went out with a bang, and that was Joss. He I guess he has admitted that he was very salty that WB canceled them, because he had his vision. Like they said, from start to finish, he knew how Buffy was going to end. So season 7, maybe he didn't know it was season 7, but he just knew how he wanted to end the series. I do think that 5 was epic, made me cry. I bawled my eyes out at season 5. That was such a, like, yeah, it was such a good ending, but he was dramatic about it because he was mad at WB for canceling them. So, and then that's why we got the weirdness of season 6, because that was kind of on the fly, I think, because they didn't expect to do that. Season 6 was more gothic, I guess, right? Like more of that gothic vibe. It was way more darker, and since they weren't on WB anymore, they could be more adult, and they totally, it's adult Buffy. She's not in high school anymore. She's not in college anymore. She's died at some point. She comes back. Sorry, Americas, but you probably have heard this already. But yeah, season 6 was definitely a roller coaster. I just say that was probably my least favorite season out of all of them, but I don't hate it because it's my favorite series, so I'm biased. Oh, sorry, plug your ears, Americas. What's up, Buckeye Knight? Vegas Mats. I met Emma Caulfield, Charisma Carpenter, Amber Betson, Juliet Landau at last year's Orlando Fanboy Expo. The Buffy fans I met love their Buffy, up there with dedicated Star Trek fans. You're right, they do. So I met Charisma Carpenter and James Marsters. They were both lovely. Charisma Carpenter actually made me blush. Sorry for everyone that's had to hear this a couple times for me, but this is like my story because I love Buffy. So when Charisma Carpenter, I walked up and I was like, hi. And she was like staring into my eyes, like staring into my soul. And she was like, you're gorgeous. And I was like, got all red. I was about to run away, turned into Garth, like, like I don't usually get like that with like celebrities, but I love Buffy and just like she's gorgeous. So I'm like, thanks. I didn't know what to say, so I'm just like, thank you. And then I was like all cheesing, taking a picture with her and James Marsters. I did the photo thing. So it was a really nice experience. And James Marsters, he saw my tattoo and was like, that is sick. Can I record it? And I was like, yeah, of course. And we fangirled a bit about the writing on Buffy. It was nice. It was a nice experience. Yeah, Charisma is an attractive woman. She's aged very well. She was on point with her outfit too. She had this nice like black outfit on with these red heels that were Louboutin, and her nails matched the heels. And I was like, okay, I see you. She's very, very pretty. James Marsters is Spike, yes. So I'm trying to I'm gonna try to go around to certain cons if I can to meet as many of the Buffy people as I can. I would just love to meet all of them at some point. It would be great. David Boreanaz has been going to cons. So, you know, I'm glad he's getting out there. I don't know. Yeah, Charisma does have a real serial killer story. Vegas Matt. She has a dark story. Sarah Michelle Gellar, I would love to meet her, but I feel like she's not gonna do conventions. Maybe in like 10 years. I would love to meet Sarah, but the other ones are out there doing conventions, so I try to keep track. David Boreanaz was in Orlando last year, but he came when I was away, and I'm like, no, why? I was so sad. So one day, what's up, Birdman? Thank you. Why are you the most loved person on the internet with a splash of goated personality? Well, thank you, Birdman. That's very sweet of you to say. What's up, Dart? No, Kings, I have not met. My gosh, my brain. I have not met David Boreanaz yet. He's from Buffalo too. So when I do meet him, I'm gonna be like, Buffalo. He's a Birds fan though. Capable gentleman would be happy about that. Allison Hannigan, I would love to meet her too. All of them. I don't feel like she's gonna do conventions either. She's a mom. She's living the family life right now, and she's got a lot of money because she was one of the ones that really blew up after Buffy. You know, she had How I Met Your Mother, the American Pie movies, and all that. Speaking of Allison Hannigan, hold on before we get to the ballerina talk. Allison Hannigan and Sarah Michelle Gellar were hanging out. So I don't want to get excited about anything, but I'm going to get kind of excited if like she makes an appearance. Like just seeing them hang out is nice, but I'm wondering if they were hanging out because here, let me pull it up. Because maybe Allison's going to make an appearance on the new series. I don't know. I just love seeing them together. It got me all in my nostalgia feels. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar actually still looks great. So does Allison Hannigan. But there's a couple pictures here. Let's creep on Sarah Michelle Gellar's. Like I know like there's probably like filters and stuff, but I mean I think she looks really good. Oh, that's cute. I think she still looks really good. What is this? I don't know what this was, like an award show or something. I think she looks great. She's staying fit. Good for her. And now Buffy and Willow back together again. Your sister did Willow's taxes back in the day? That's cool. What's up, Brisket? Boreanaz, Marsters, and Julie Benz will be at Dallas Fan Expo next weekend. Oh, really? I'm gonna have to log that back for later. I've already met James, but that'd be 2 off the list. Boreanaz and Julie Benz. I do have Julie Benz's autograph, but I didn't get to meet her. Shout out again to Wiley, because he sent me it's over there so you guys can't see it, sorry. But he sent me a Buffy picture that was signed by it's Sarah Michelle Gellar, Julie Benz, I think Nicholas Brennan too. Amber Benson, I think, as well. It's hard to read some of their signatures. And there was one more. It might be James Marsters. I'd have to get up close to look. Alex Denzoff, that'd be great. But I mean, him and Allison Hannigan are married. So, they're doing that life. Jay will meet them by accident. Probably. I'll see a picture and be like, are you kidding me? Oh, are you going to be there, Risk It? That sounds like a nice lineup. Watch Wicked. Somehow gets to interview the entire Buffy cast on her channel. That will be awesome. You want to know something? I asked, so I've seen like some YouTubers when they meet some of these people at cons, they say stuff for them. Like an example, I think it was a Jack show. Yeah. They had like Andy from Child's Play say like, you're not watching the Jack show or something, or like tune into he said something like that. And so I did a thing with James Marsters where someone sent me, they're like, oh, he's on oh my gosh, what's that called? Like where you can I did it for my friend before. Where you can have them send you a message. Someone was like, oh, you should have him say like subscribe to Wicked Virtue. Like if he remembers you, he knows you're a huge Buffy fan. I was like, yeah, why not? And he declined it. I was like, oh, now I'm embarrassed and I can never see James Marsters again. Cameo, yeah. I get why, because they probably are like, some of these YouTubers might, if you don't align with like the way I think, then you got my face on it. But I was like, darn it, man. I just wanted Spike to say something for me to put like in my opening for Wicked's World. He was really nice about it though, and he did remember me. So now if I see him again, I'm gonna be like, sorry that I asked for you to say that. Cameo's only funny for the properly washed up personalities. Yeah, I mean, it's Anthony Head as a singer, a pretty good one too. He is America's. Yeah, I just thought like my friend gave me the idea and I was like, sure, why not? Because I didn't really get enough time to like talk to him when I actually met him. It was in Miami. I was the last signature that he had, and right after that, we both had to rush. I thought I was going to be late for the photo op. I was going to the photo op with him and Charisma. And then like right after that photo op, he had to hurry up and do a panel, and then he was flying out. So he was in a rush. So I don't know. It was really cool to meet him though. What's up, dead man? But anyways, one day I would love to meet the entire cast, all of them. Even, well, maybe not some of the smaller ones. I'll say the OG cast, the Scoobies, Giles, Elijah Dushku, but a lot of them probably are never going to do cons. We'll see though. The pink Power Ranger was Buffy's stunt double. Have you met her? You mean Amy Jo Johnson? She wasn't her stunt double. You mean like the stunt double for the pink Power Ranger? I have not met the pink Power Ranger. Buffy's stunt double was this blonde chick that was kind of it's kind of funny looking back on it now because she was kind of like a little bit more buff, right? Because she was like a stunt double. So there was times where you see like it switch and you could just see like muscles and then it's back to tiny Sarah Michelle Gellar and then muscles. It's great though. I love it. Oh my gosh, JB. Yeah, he does do cons, but man, he's getting into some messy stuff right now. So I don't know. Like I probably would go up and say hi and meet oh, you mean the stunt double was the same one. I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's interesting. I didn't know that, Steven. Yeah, Nicholas Brennan's into some messy stuff at the moment, like domestic dispute and violence things. I mean, it's been like that for a bit now, I guess. So I don't know. I mean, if he was at a con, possibly. I mean, I do want to meet all of them. I would love to meet Amy Jo Johnson. I've met Amy Jo Johnson. She wasn't super cool, not mean, but very transactional. That's what I've heard. Now, if you like the Power Rangers, I'm just a Mighty Morphin girl. I didn't watch any of the other ones. David Yost, the Blue Ranger, absolute sweetheart. If you get a chance to meet him, he is so kind. And unfortunately, rest in peace to Jason David Frank. He was also amazing. I didn't know that, Steven. Thank you for the info. That's very interesting. Mountain Mutt says, I even like season 6. Nobody liked season 6. So thank you for the 199. See, I told you Mountain Mutt liked Buffy. It's not that I hated it. I'm just like, if I did a ranking for the Buffy seasons, that would probably be my least favorite. Because it was just the transition was I get what they were trying to do, and it was a weird transition between networks and then going way more adult. So I get it, but I would just have to put that one like ranked last for me. Wasn't the Red Ranger at this year's MegaCon? Probably. He was also at the Miami Con. I would have met him, but I spent a lot of money in Miami. And at MegaCon, I wasn't meeting anybody. It was, man, next year if I go to MegaCon, I'm going on a slow day because it was insane. But yeah, he probably was there. He was at the Miami Con that I was at, but I had already paid. Normally, if I go to these cons, depending on who's there, I pick one person that I want to meet and get their autograph and take pictures with. But I'll make an exception. Like when I went to Miami, there was Charisma Carpenter and James Marsters, and I was like, yes, these are two of the best written characters in Buffy. I'm meeting both of them. So I didn't go up to the Red Ranger because I'm like, I spent too much money. 7 is pretty bad too. Yeah. So was the best season 5? No. To me, season 2, I would say season 2 and then season 3 were the best seasons. Go on the Thursday, it's much better. That's what I heard. Yeah, MegaCon is not worth every day pass. Once is good. Yeah, I was not at MegaCon long at all. Like it was so freaking hot. I wore a cosplay, which was probably a bad idea considering how hot it was. King says next time you go, Jane, you'll meet them all for free. Maybe. Shout out to Jay because I did meet Rose McGowan when I was in Toronto for free. He brought me up to meet her because he had like 20 minutes and I wanted to say hi. Actually, I wasn't there. And I just wanted to say hi. And he had like a break. And I was like, I'm going to go see. I was going to go meet Rose McGowan. And he was like, come on. So yeah, that was nice. And she was really nice too. I feel she's, man, another Hollywood star that's been through it. Oh, I love this line. I may be love's biatch, but at least I'm man enough to admit it. That whole line though, when he's like, "You'll never be friends. You're not friends. You'll never be friends. You'll be in love till it kills you both." Spike, man, those lines, so good. I've heard Charisma isn't too nice. Really? So I don't agree with a lot of her basically all of her like political and social takes, but she was very kind to me when I met her. Like she went like extra. Like I said, she was like, You're gorgeous." And I was like, what? I'm just here to take a picture. uh the thing is with these cons, it depending on the day that you go to, they're probably so worn out because just think about it, especially the people that do one like every weekend. Um It's gotta be exhausting to travel every weekend and then, like, you gotta be on too, right? And some of the fans that come up to them are very odd. An example I'll use is, like, for Power Rangers, they'll get, like, full-grown, like, 40-year-olds asking them questions like, "Who was the hardest villain to fight?" And, like, how it's gotta be tough for them not to laugh. They gotta be on, like, "Oh," and, like, actually answer the question. But, like, for me, it would be so hard. Like, if a kid comes up, okay, adorable. But when, like, a 40-year-old man comes up to you and is like, "Which," like, and they're serious. I seen this. Someone asked David Yost this, the Blue Power Ranger, like, "Which villain was the hardest to fight?" It's like, you do know that these are people in costumes, right? And these aliens aren't real. Just making sure. So like, and then like think of like the girls too, like they get, they probably get, especially like the Pink Ranger, they get people like coming up to them and just making them kind of uncomfortable. Uh, a 40-year-old dude in a branded t-shirt. Uh, exactly, it's better than network producers. Yeah. That question, like it was during like a panel, like where you could ask the questions, and I was like, it was so hard not to laugh. Um, but yeah, I didn't have these. Hold on, let me see if you can see them. Scooch. Oh, Angel fell down, but I have the Angel and Spike Muppets from the Angel Show, Smile Time episode. Thank you, Wiley. Part of me wants to get that signed by James Marsters and David Boreanaz, but I don't know. If I did, I would have it where you can't see it. But I also don't know. They might charge a lot, or they might be really nice and not. You never know. But sometimes, and I get this because there's people that will go there with just like a bunch of like Funko Pops and stuff to get signed and then get them resold. So, yeah, it's I understand maybe charging because they know these people are just gonna sell them. So I wonder how much they would charge if I brought that to get them signed. I do have a few figures, Andy. I have the sideshow. Wiley actually just gave me another one. I'll show it on like a gaming stream. It's in the other room. I didn't open it yet, but I'll show you guys it. I just got it like a week ago. So now I have 2 Buffys. I have 2 Buffy sideshow, Angel, Spike. They're all up there. Well, actually, no, they're not. Only Faith is up there. Sorry, I forgot. They used to be up there before I moved. I have Faith up there. The other ones are in another room. But I'm gonna put Buffy back out. I'll show her to you guys. But yeah, I've got a bunch of little ones. I don't know what if I'll ask Wiley the next time he's in chat. I have a bunch of like little ones that have like Lorne from Angel, like every character, Darla, like the tinier ones. I don't know what company those ones were from. Like I said, I'll ask Wiley, but I have like 2 boxes full of those. I met Aisha as well, the Yellow Ranger. She was nice. She was next to David Yost. She was super cool and talked to me for a good 10 minutes. Nice. I actually I went past them. It was the second girl, Catherine Sutherland, I think is her name, who played the Pink Ranger like in the last 2 episodes of Mighty Morphin and then on to Turbo. Is that the one that was after that? They were all setting up their booth themselves. They didn't have any managers or anything. Yeah, Kat. She's very nice. I said something on her Instagram once and she responded very sweetly. She gets a lot of crap talking about weird fans. Don't deep dive into the Power Rangers stuff because there's people that actually adults attack her. Oh yeah, Zeo then Turbo. Thank you. There's adults that attack her on the internet because she stole Tommy from Kimberly, and I'm like, dude, that's like what? Uh, what's up, Graptar's Hammer? It's insane. These cons are fun though. I'm definitely gonna try to go to a couple this year. There's a few celebrities that are gonna be at like that I would like to meet. I would love to meet David Boreanaz and Julie Benn, so I'll keep that in the back of my head. Maybe I can put some finances aside and try and make the trip. We'll see. It would be nice. I haven't done like a last minute trip in a while, so maybe I can. Maybe we'll see. This is all coming back. I don't know, Sean. Some of them are. Some of them are serious. Like this was years ago, but I remember seeing these messages and I'm like it just blew my mind. Like, these are characters, right? Just have Jay store you in his luggage. I'd probably fit. I made Melissa the Vampire Slayer from Mrs. Nerdrotic. Oh, really? Mrs. Nerdrotic's a Buffy fan. I gotta meet her. We gotta have a chat about Buffy. I know it makes sense. I know Gary's a Buffy fan. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Mike Noss for 2. Time's up. Rules change. Oz, Beauty and the Beasts. Thank you, Mike, for the 2. Mike Steele for a Canadian 5. Best panel I went to was Rob Paulson, who did Yakko Warner. Oh, Yakko Warner. He did the Countries of the World song Cold and was perfect. Oh, that'd be great. I'm so sad that the Animaniacs revival was crap. I would have loved to get that piece of my childhood back and get some new episodes. Some of these fandoms are just disturbing. You're right. And it would be cool to meet David Boreanaz. I would love it. Love it. All right. I'm not going to share the sound on this. Jane, you don't want to see the revival. They had like a gun control episode. They had an episode coming at like Johnny Depp being a liar, and this is before the whole case went on. So I'm like, they kind of ate their words there. All right. I thought this was kind of cool. This is like some behind the scenes of her doing John Wick stuff. I'm not gonna play the music, but we'll just take a peek. I like Ana de Armas. Let me mute it because it's gonna confuse me hearing the music coming out of my headphones. Who here is excited for this? I kind of am. I have to watch John Wick 4, and that's where she's introduced, right? She's not in John Wick 3. So I actually have not seen her in action in the John Wick movie. So I'm very excited about it. Yeah, it looks like you guys. I love how it's like all guys are like, "Yup, I'm excited." um, super pumped. Yeah, June 6th. I like Ana de Armas. A beautiful woman with gun skills. That's your guys' kryptonite, huh? I think. Hold on, let's get a good still. Let's start in the beginning here. There we go. I think she's gorgeous. I didn't like her in the Marilyn Monroe movie, but that's not her fault. I think she acted the role great, but I had problems with how they portrayed her in it. But I think this will be pretty good. I'm excited to watch John Wick 4. I'm making myself wait. I could have just jumped to it. If you guys are interested, if you have Peacock, John Wick 1, 2, 3, and 4 are on there. So there you go. But that's where I'm watching it with ads, which is super annoying. I actually might. I'm probably gonna be on a flight when I watch John Wick 4, so I actually might rent it to make sure I can download it onto my phone. I don't want ads. Because it's like the way Peacock is, it gives you an ad like right during like a very like intense moment. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Gun fu. I hope it's good at least, but I still haven't seen John Wick 4 either. But why Marilyn Monroe? And you guys want to see her as Marilyn? I thought she did a good job. The director, I didn't like it. It was Blonde, I think is what it was. It's on Netflix. I'm a big Marilyn Monroe fan. I know her life was tragic, but Hollywood really they accentuate on that and they don't highlight any of the good about her life, just to make it brief. So that's what I'll talk about on that. And I took Blonde as the director's hate letter towards Marilyn in a way. Like, you know how directors will write a love letter? That was like the best way that I could describe it. Because there was like a lot of lies in it, and we get it for drama reasons. Movies do that all the time, but it was bad. Like her acting was great, but there was things in it that just weren't true, and people were gonna take this and be like, "Oh, it's a biographical movie on Marilyn." It was not. It was not. Just leave it there. But she looked the role. I thought she was gorgeous in this. She looked just like Marilyn. I mean, look at her. Great. Knock knock. I don't know if I seen that. I might have. What was the movie? Was that the one that she was in with Keanu? It was very random. Like I came upon it on like I don't know what streaming service, and I was like, "Oh, Keanu." And I wasn't ready for it, but it was still a decent movie. Yep. What's up, Samuel? The hair is so much of the look. It is. But I thought she did a good job. She portrayed her well, but I didn't like the actual movie. The route that they went with it. I was not a fan. Hi, Donna Hall. Oh my gosh, did I forget to say hi to Donna? Hi. Hi. The dead man for 10. Question, any pointers on how to start streaming? How do you start and how do you gain subs? I don't have anything particular to talk about other than Star Trek. How do you stream multiple people? So the pointer I would get, because it's really funny because people that found me over the last couple years thought that I had just started out, but I've been streaming for about 6 years. I started off on Twitch just doing gaming streams, and then I decided that I wanted more like having a hair issue, guys. Sorry, give me a second. I don't know which way I'm trying to go here. That's good. That's good. We're just gonna leave it. um so I decided I wanted to do like podcasts and stuff, and then I just went for it. Just stick to it. That's my biggest advice. Something that you like Star Trek, so that's a good starting point if you want to do like podcast stuff. StreamYards is where I stream from. If you're going to do on YouTube, you can do multiple places also on StreamYards. I do like right now I'm also on Twitch with this. And then for gaming, I do OBS and Restream. So you just got to keep going and make sure you're posting on like your social medias. Make sure you have an X is a big one because that'll push you and people will find that you're, find your links and everything. But yeah, just keep at it. It takes time. Like when I first started, I had like 2 people watching on Twitch, and then I finally like started branching out, like meet people. You want to like network with other streamers and everything, and like engage with them in their chats, and also like definitely on social media is a big one, Instagram and X. X maybe more so for YouTube. But yeah, you want to build your presence and don't give up on it. Oh, look at this, Andy, and thank you for the 10. Andy says, my friend, anti-derivative Jill has a Star Trek channel. I could introduce you and get to know some of the Star Trek community. There you go. See? Already making connections. Yeah, Grabthar. PewDiePie he used to do this too. Asmongold watched a video from a channel that had 300 subscribers. Now she's at 32K. Crazy times. It is. PewDiePie did that. He used to watch people and just blew them up. I remember one person that he looked at, what was her name? Sweet Anita. You guys know who that is? She's like games and stuff, and she has Tourette's. I used to watch her a little bit. She's all right. But yeah, wasn't PewDiePie also responsible for Pokimane, or was she already kind of big? Why are you guys so mean to Donna? Donna is so sweet to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, see, Gnomesky, you guys remember her? I actually just seen her on one of her streams the other day because, Sweet Anita, because I was only following her on Twitch. And I just started kind of going back on there, but like Twitch, I don't know. I feel like YouTube is my main platform now. I'm not gonna quite give up on Kick, and I'll still, go to Twitch as long as they don't like change terms of service and go like make it really bad again. We'll see. But yeah, I seen the other day. I was like, oh, sweet Anita, I forgot about her. Just because like I said, not like saying she's definitely grown a lot since I last watched her, but because I had her on Twitch. 3 people watching that work wonders on your anxiety. Yeah. Yeah, like now I can't I can't believe there's 185 of you guys watching me. Like it takes time to build this way, but I appreciate every single one of you. This community is just amazing, and I've branched out, and it's not even just like one community. I get a bunch of like randoms that come in that are still very kind, and I love chatting with you guys, which is why I brought Wicked's World back. Because I mean, I'm still very busy, but I'm still gonna find time, even if it's just an hour, unless there's like some big traveling going on and I can't do it, to come on and talk with you guys. Because Wicked's World was really what started the growth of my YouTube channel and me getting monetized over here and everything. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. No, I'm just losing my voice. It's weird to go back and look at my first Wicked's World streams. Like there wasn't that many of you in here. But you guys are all still here from those first streams. I do quite a few different things, Grabthar. Like I do work from home. I do stream full time, but I have to do other things to pay the bills. Like I do editing and like office type stuff. So yes, and I'm actually taking a course right now. I'm not saying what it is because I just like to keep personal stuff private because there are some weirdos that watch, but I am gonna be doing like other stuff very soon, as soon as I, take the test and get certified and all that. Mongoose, I think Wicked World is how I found you. Probably because I always give a big shout out to Anna, that Star Wars girl, because I think um like I know that stream with her I'm pretty sure that's what got me monetized. Like it got me right there. Like I was starting to build up, and then like I reached out to her and asked her if she wanted to come on and talk about cosplays. And she came on, and then like a few weeks later, like I was monetized. So yeah, and I mean all my friends, like I've been friends with Jay for a long time. And he's come on my channel quite a few times. I know some really nice people. X-Ray Girl, our friendship started because Roto Kamish went into her Twitch. She was playing Dead by Daylight, and he was like, "You should play with Wicked Virtue," and she just happened to like see his message, and she's like, someone sent me a clip of it too or something, where she's like, "Oh, who is that?" And she like looked me up and she's like, "She's cute. I'm gonna follow her." I hope that was a good X-Ray impersonation. It was something like that. And then I was streaming not too long after that. And she came in and was saying hi and stuff, and she was like, "Hey, let's link up and play." And that was actually how me and X-Ray became friends. Dead by Daylight. That was a spot on X-Ray Girl impression. Oh yeah, and also Cody too. I used to go on his channel quite a bit, like last year. Definitely helped me get monetized, and quite a few of you came from over there. Full Aussie, yep. The Australians. How'd I meet Disparu? He showed up in one of my gaming streams. And then again, Dead by Daylight. So Dead by Daylight is probably the reason why Saucy exists, honestly. He played Dead by Daylight with me a couple of times, and it was so freaking funny because he gets hit once. He's like, "I'm dead. I'm dead." I'm like, you gotta get hit twice before you get knocked down. He's like, "I'm just dead." uh so yeah, it's been a wild ride. I've met some really good people though. Raging Rhino was the first YouTuber to come onto your channel, Star Wars Marvel Heroes. Rhino's great. He's good people. And Saucy, yeah, Saucy it actually started from Wicked's World. So we had our first, I had them on, Disparu and X-Ray Girl, just for fun. We were chatting, and X-Ray, a couple people in the chat, Ian was one of them, that said, because I remember he super chatted, like, this should be a weekly thing. And X-Ray like messaged me, and she was like, let's make a group chat with Disparu and see if we would do this every week, and that's how that happened. Grab there. No, I'm using a different product actually. It's okay. I like having volume in my hair, but I didn't go outside today. If I went outside today, I'd probably look more like, I don't know, try to make it look more flat. Saucy is a good show for Saturdays. Thank you. Andy Masters says, "God bless you, Wicked Virtue being a panelist on Doomcock Show." I've never been on Doomcock Show, have I? I don't think so. And the occasional Midnight's Edge show. Oh, you're saying, that's about all that you can take. Gotcha. I was like, wait, when was I on Doomcocks? I haven't been on Midnight's Edge in a while. I used to go on Toxic Femme, but it's just hard to keep up with stuff. I've been super busy, and on Mondays it used to be the Pirate Podcast. So, but now Jay does the oh wow, and speaking of that, what's up, Jonas? I do edit. I dabble a bit. He does the Monday Hangover show now, so now we do the Pirate Podcast on Fridays. Which actually we're not gonna have one this Friday, just an FYI, guys. But I do think that the crew's gonna be playing Sea of Thieves tomorrow night. So look out for that. If the crew's not playing, I'll play something else. So don't worry. We'll still keep you guys entertained. Was the milk? Wait, was that before or after you found out about desk milk? After. I think we bullied Disparu. He doesn't drink milk at his desk anymore now because I have not seen it for like a year. Brisket says you'd probably like the game The Midnight Walk, recently released claymation. I'm almost halfway through. Would recommend checking it out. Here, let me write it down. I like claymation stuff. I'm so upset. I found this game and I forgot to put it on my wish list just to remind myself to get it. It was like a mystery game and it got really good reviews. What's it called? Midnight Walk. And it was about, I'm pretty sure it was like these daughters solving like their parents or their mom's murder or something, and it was like set in the 90s, I think. And it just looked so cool. And I forgot to put it on my wish list because I was busy doing something else on my computer while I was looking at it. And I can't find it now. I'm trying to like look it up and it's just not coming up. I'm so mad. I wish Steam would show me again. Gravy. That was a secret. Yeah, the Monday Hangover's great. I'm mad I missed the last two. I love The Lost Boys. I haven't watched the Transformers movie, but I mean, for some reason, a lot of people they see Transformers and Megatron and they're like, wicked virtue. I'm now Megatron. It's definitely the same as Android milk. So Disparu he likes milk. So he'll just have like a quarter a gallon or like half gallon just chilling. And he's like, it's fine at room temperature. And we like teased him about it and he's not had milk since. Uh, did you find me in a van down by the river? Possibly. And there's the Megatron. He was so gross. Well, he's British, you know. It's fine. I think what he was trying to say is that it doesn't sit there for a long time. That he really likes his milk, so he just keeps it there and he drinks it fast. But yeah, Jay is still traumatized from the Transformers movie. Yeah, I missed that stream. He said that people were talking about me though and yelling at him to buy me the Megatron plushie. I'll get it. I should have gotten it. I posted a picture with it and I didn't buy it because I'm not really a plushie girl, but I think I should make an exception for Megatron. So I'm gonna go. That's no excuse. Sorry. That's why he doesn't drink it on stream anymore. Just whiskey. Um But yeah, I'm gonna go get the Megatron plushie. And you know what, you guys? Apparently, people were talking. I don't know if this was just Jay, but about me doing like some kind of like a Megatron cosplay thing. And Jay was talking about his morning show, and I was like, it's called bounding. I know that sounds weird, but that's like if say like you want to go to the Disney park and you want to dress up as Belle, you can't go there like in a full Belle costume. They won't allow that because they usually have like the princesses walking around and stuff, right? So it's called like bounding, and that's if you dress like in just like their style, but you make it like more like regular dress. Yeah, it's so they were saying that for me for Megatron. And I said to Jay, I was like, "You really don't think I'll show up at a convention in like a full Megatron costume, like?" Because I would, but that did make me interested in making more of like a cute feminine one. So I'm gonna work on it. You guys will be the first to see it. Gravy. I think that's what everyone was thinking because he was trying to explain it on his morning show and he was like, "No, it's not what you guys think." He's like, "Help me out, Chad." Like they thought he was saying butt. All right. What else? Like we digress so much, except for the energy base. Yeah. But will you do the Megatron voice? Of course. I'm the only one that can do it, honestly. Would your Megatron costume transform into a gun or a tank? I don't know. It's a secret. You guys are gonna have to wait and see. That would be fun. That's what I was like, you really think that I won't like get something where I actually like transform into like a tank? What's up, script doctor? Uh, Mamatron. No, JV. Oh no, what have I done? You know what? Jay has said stuff enough and like gotten people on me for silly comments. So, whoops. But he said it in his stream, so it's Mamatron. All right, what else do we have here? I had a couple things up, but I don't need to have uh like a guest or a co-host. I talk enough I'm a yapper. Mamatron says, "Get yourself checked." Oh, that's a good one. I like that. If it was Jay that named you Whipple Virtue, okay, don't bring that back, Hokies. Don't listen to him, guys. He never said that. Hokies must be drunk on milk or something. He got into Disbrew stash. Okay, here, let's pull this up. I'm a big Street Fighter fan. First game I ever played was Street Fighter 2, I think, for Super Nintendo. I feel like so I don't know how the movie's actually gonna be, but I don't hate Jason Momoa playing Blanca. I think that fits. But I don't know how I feel about a Street Fighter movie, and especially in this time. We'll see. Like if they stick to the formula of these, I know Minecraft did well, but meh. I'm gonna go with like if they stick to the formula they did with like the Super Mario Brothers movie, Sonic, it could be good. But I don't know, like, it's gonna be CGI. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be CGI. Yeah, I would think it's gonna be CGI. What's up, Daniel? He'll bring the campiness to the role. Dan Fask should play Blanca. Then he get to dye his hair. Street Fighter has a lot of work to be better than the first one with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Their Chun-Li. Oh yeah, the Chun-Li. Kristen Curick, right? That's who played. I vaguely remember that one. I have to watch it again. I don't know if I'd want to. But I don't know if this will be well done. But I don't hate Jason Momoa playing Blanca. Yeah, Kristen Curick. Legend of Chun-Li. Yeah. We'll see. Wasn't there oh, no, that was a different no, I'm thinking of a whole different movie, never mind. What's up, Greg? Let's see, what do we have here that I was gonna bring up? Nah. Oh, that's stupid. Hollywood has run out of ideas, it's true. This one, though, this looks kinda interesting. I can't really say anything because, there's nothing they're not saying too much about this, but here. So, first look at Daphne Keene in Whistle. The horror film follows a group of students who find an Aztec death whistle and discover that the sound it emits will summon their future deaths to hunt them down. Sounds like it might be a bit campy, but it also sounds like it might work. It's a kind of different. I mean, there's been a lot done with horror, so it's kind of like this definitely gives off Final Destination vibes, but if it's done properly, it might actually be a good little thriller. What are my thoughts on the new Jurassic Park mutant dino? I think it looks weird as heck. I actually didn't talk about that. Thanks for bringing that back up. Too bad we're talking about it now after I've already done the Jurassic Park talk. It looks really weird. I wish they would just not and just leave the original dinos. Jason Statham is SAG. Yeah, I could see that. I like her. She got a particular look. Wonder if it's good. Yeah. Well, I might see it when it comes out. Let me see if I can get some more. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some more info on it. Okay, it looks like it's going to be coming out in 2025. It's directed by Corin Hardy. Hold on. If I pull this over here, oh, it does. Okay, good. All right. By Corin Hardy. I don't know who that is. It's got Daphne Keene, Sky Yang. So I don't know any of these people. Oh, Nick Frost, I know him. What's up, Jerry? Hi, Red J. Okay, who is this guy and what has he done? Oh. He did The Nun. That was pretty creepy. The Hollow, I didn't see that one. Whistle's the one that's upcoming. All right. So the only one I'm familiar with was The Nun, and that was scary. Okay. Maybe it's gonna be good. The Hollow was decent. She was good as X-23. Yeah, she was. Very good. Agreed on that. Oh, what about this? Since we're talking about horror stuff, let me bring this up. Might as well. Oh, he was the director, Shane. He wasn't in The Nun. What's up, Greg? The Whistle movie also sounds like It Follows. It's a little oh yeah, you know what? I haven't seen It Follows, so I can't say. It's a little Irish horror film about Irish folk tales. Ooh. Oh, he was the nun? Was he really? Like, did he actually portray the nun or just directed it? She was an acolyte? Oh, you can't mess with me. I don't know. I didn't look deep enough into it. It's on record now. The internet's gonna run with that he was actually the nun. So this is the new Jason Voorhees redesign. This design will be used across future movies, gaming, merchandise, and more. I mean, okay, Barry Chan, sorry. I don't know, it kind of looks the same. To me, that kind of looks like the one from Freddy vs. Jason. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like not seeing it. Kind of looks. It's just a drawing too. Maybe I'd have to see like actually, like if they do a movie. Jason's been to the gym. So maybe I don't see much of a redesign. Shane will never get Freddy vs. Jason 2. Oh, don't get me started on that. There was a comic that had Ash in it from Evil Dead with them. Yeah, the mask is different a little bit. I don't think it's a huge change. Yeah, that's what I mean. Jason Voorhees, slap a hockey mask on him and you're good to go. And this reminds me a bit of the Freddy vs. Jason, but I wish so much that we got a Freddy vs. Jason 2 with Ash. That would have been cool. Even just like a little like short film or something. But there's the redesign. I don't know. Is that I'm guessing because the copyright lawsuit and all that is over with, so now they're just sticking with a new design. I don't know. I don't even know who has the rights to Jason anymore. He was in copyright hell for like years, which ruined the Friday the 13th game. I hope that comes back soon. I don't even know if it's online anymore. They had the servers down for a bit. So I don't know. Okay, what else? We'll bring something else up here. Oh gosh. All right, here we go. I have a Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ass signed by Heather Langenkamp, Robert Englund, John Saxon, Ted Raimi, and Sean Cunningham. Oh, I'm jealous. That's really cool. I gotta get that comic. I don't have that one. I don't think. No, I don't have that one. What's up, losers for the Doberman? I forgot off the tip of my tongue who currently owns Jason. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. That is a fun game. I would love to play that. Could you I was talking about this yesterday. Could you imagine the pirate crew playing Friday the 13th? I think that would be so much fun. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta reshare. Whoops. I tried to get Bruce's signature, but he refused. Really? Well, that stinks. You got to meet Bruce? That doesn't stink. Well, except maybe that probably was annoying. That he didn't sign that. I wonder why. I feel like some of these stars, they possibly like don't sign things because they think you're just gonna like resell it, but that shouldn't matter. But I don't know. Sometimes they just charge more. Like if you have something that has a bunch of like cast members from like a show or a movie they were on sign, they just charge you more for it. Oh, that makes sense, JB. I didn't know that. Bruce will not sign comics because they used his likeness without his permission. Oh. Well, that makes sense. That would be mine, 'cause I gotta see. I don't know if the servers are still up. I have it. But I don't even know if the servers are still online, if you can buy it. Maybe if someone in the chat knows, let me know. What is up, Mr. Shaggins? You met Bruce 3 times. See, he's the one that I want to meet so bad. I would probably travel to a con to meet him. I should look up at his con schedule and see what it's looking like this summer, if he's even doing any. I would probably wear my Ash cosplay. I don't usually cosplay when I go to cons because I like to be just like a normal dress if I'm taking pictures of people. Like, for instance, when I met Dean Cain, I went in a pirate cosplay and then a Balma cosplay as well. But I just had my regular clothes on when I met him. But for Bruce, definitely would do Ash cosplay. I definitely like make it like I'd probably rip it up a bit more and make it look way more like Ash. I liked the one I did, and I made the um chainsaw too. I got one and painted it to look like it and had like I had to drill a hole so that I could put my hand I had a lot of fun making that cosplay actually. So I gotta look up his con schedule. I would love to meet Bruce. Maybe I can meet Bruce this year. So here we go. Cast so far for Greta Gerwig's Narnia film. It's adapting The Magician's Nephew. Why are they making Aslan a woman? Meryl Streep as Aslan. I'm not digging it. The rest of the cast seems fine, actually. Like, I no issue with the rest of it. I just uh, I don't know why they're even redoing this. I don't trust that Greta Gerwig's gonna make it good. It's supposed to be like a rock and roll thing too, from what I read. Shane. It's because the force is female or something. You can't convince me that's a woman. Yeah, you know what? I agree. I'm still mad that they have Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong. There were so many better options. Oh well. But the rest, it's fine. I mean, they already have the Narnia movies. Just leave it alone. Yeah, it's gonna be like I read something that it's gonna be like a rock and roll musical or something. Yeah, Ben, that's why it's disrespectful that they're doing this. Script actor says Meryl Streep is one of the greatest actors in the world. Anyone can play a male lion named Aslan, it would be her. Yeah, I just don't. I'm not vibing with them making Aslan a woman. I do think that Meryl Streep is a good actress. I don't like, I don't have anything against her acting skills, but I'm not with the female Aslan. It just doesn't. I mean, she's just doing the voice though, so I guess whatever, we'll see. The rest of the cast looks like they fit the role. It's just gonna be CGI though, so she should play Meryl Streep should play mom. Oh yeah, that would probably go over real well. As Lana. As long as a lioness now. Yeah, we'll see. I'm probably not gonna go to the theaters to see this, but oh, you guys are making me laugh. Well, yep. I just thought I would because people were thinking that her cast as Aslan was gonna be was a joke because they released it on like I think it was April 1st. So people thought that it was a joke. Or it was like the day before or something like that. What's up, Ra? Aslan wears Prada. Yeah. We'll see. These movies, if they turn out to be well done, I'm okay with being wrong. I wish they would come up with something new. We already got the Narnia movies, so do something new. But I feel like I say that every stream. The death whistle, that seems like it's gonna be pretty good. Fanbase is passed for me. I've never seen that Script Doctor British Narnia series. I didn't even know that existed. Interesting. I liked the first Narnia movie. The other ones were like, they were all right, but the first one was pretty good. All right, let me see here. The old animated one? I don't think I've seen that one either, Janky Kong. Whistle is apparently a ripoff of a movie that came out a couple years ago. Ah, really? Of course. We thought we had something new and interesting. Nope. Okay, let me see here. All right, guys. It's getting to that time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Tomorrow there is no Patches and Rum podcast, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to be having a Sea of Thieves stream around like 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So look out for that. I might get on like earlier, and if for some reason we aren't doing that stream, I'll get on earlier and play something else. And next week, Wicked's World is going to be on Wednesday, most likely. I'll make sure I let you guys know. I'll put it like in my community tab and everything here on YouTube. But it's most likely going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday next week. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a very fun stream. A lot of Buffy talk and con talk, which is two of my favorite topics. So love it. I'm gonna send you guys over to King's. His second channel. We're trying to like get his subs up there. It's his law channel. So go say hi to King's Advisor, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.